Hello you guys, it is Jksthind and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about a Barbie glam. I just woke up and I was really in the mood for something like pinky. So I thought that is what we would do. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Jksthind Prime Activator. It's a hydrating and brightening primer. Now that we've primed, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Fresh Wear in 470. I've been using this a lot because my skin has been super dry and this is just nice. And I'm gonna go in with this Japanese 962 brush. The thing that I love about this brush is that it's not as dense. It's not as dense as like the Morphe Y6 brush. So everything just kind of glides on very easily, and you can stipple or you can kind of really work it in. Alright, another thing that I've been doing lately is, I think I talked about it in my last video, I just kind of go through and I just pat it in with like a beauty blender or like a beauty sponge, and this time I'm using the Blendiful. This really helps it like sink into the skin so it's not just like sitting on top of the skin. So I think next I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral, and I'm just gonna use this as my concealer. I'm going to blend this out with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. And what I like to do is I really like to pat out the outsides and then let the inside where the creases are really dry and then go in over there. Okay, I know I look a little bit crazy, but we're gonna fix that. So since the last time that I've seen you, which was, I think I filmed that video a couple weeks ago, I've been using this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder as my bake, and I haven't really been baking, and I've noticed that my skin is a lot happier without me baking as much, so I've just been using this underneath the eyes. And it's not super heavy, it's not super cakey, which is what I really like about this, and it's like just, it blurs everything. So this I would highly recommend. It was only a couple dollars if I remember correctly, but this, absolutely been loving it. At first I didn't think that I would like it because it is a banana powder, but it doesn't have that yellowy like aged parchment look to it. It has more of like a translucent like whitish vibe. I haven't tried to take any flash photography with it, so once I do, I'll let you guys know on how I feel about this. So I think I'm gonna move into my eyes, and then I'm gonna go in with the rest of my face. So for my eyes, I'm gonna use my Amrezy palette just because it has some really nice shimmers, but I also think that I'm gonna use my Norvina palette because it has some of the matte pinks that I really want to use. So I'm gonna kind of use these in conjunction. You can easily get this look by just using this guy right here, which is the New Nude by Huda Beauty. This has like all of the same tones, and you could easily come up with a look that's really similar. I just want to use this Reezy shade from the Amrezy palette. It's like a hot pink color because my romper today is hot pink. So I'm gonna go in with that. You could also use, I know ColourPop has a shadow that's very similar to that as well. So you have options out there if you don't want to use multiple palettes. I always feel really bad using multiple palettes because I understand that not everyone has access to or can buy a bajillion palettes all at once. So I try to, give you like, dupes of like, oh, you could do this, you could do that. These are two palettes that have been staples in my own personal collection and also in my artist collection. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go in with this Incense shade from the Norvina palette, more of a cool tone coffee color, and I'm just gonna pop this guy in my crease and on top of my crease. I'm using a Morphe 441 brush because it's just so fluffy. It can just kind of disperse the color pretty evenly throughout. Alright, so now that looks really browny, I'm gonna take this Love shade, which is a pinky sort of like cool tone pink, and I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna put this into my crease and kind of blend it a little bit upwards. And I'm using the same brush as before. Alright, so now that looks a lot more pink than before, I'm gonna go ahead and go into OG in the Amrezy palette, and this is like a hot chocolate brown. And I'm gonna pop this guy into the outer edge. And then I'm gonna go back into that Love shade and just kind of bring it a little bit closer into the lower lash, or into the lash line. and that'll really help diffuse that color. So I'm going to go into this e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm going to take 1988, this dark chocolatey brown shade, and I'm going to take that on the e.l.f. crease brush and just kind of bring that really close to the lower lash line and just kind of the outer edge to give it a little tiny bit more depth. So now that I have that on, I'm going to go ahead and take a flat tip brush, and I'm going to go in with that Reezy shade. Alright, so I didn't put anything in my inner corner. So in my inner corner, I'm going to go in with Anastasia, which is like this champagne-y gold shade. And I'm going to pop that into my inner corner. Alright, so for my lower lash line, I went in with OG. And then I went in with Love from the Norvina palette. It looks fine. I don't really like that Reezy shade. I feel like it's kind of patchy. So I'm going to go in with this Wild Child shade from the Norvina palette and just pop that on top and see how I feel about it. Okay, that looks a lot better. I just popped on that Wild Child shade on top of the Reezy shade that I already had, and it kind of just blended everything together and it made it look so much more seamless. So for contour, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, and I'm just going to pick that up on my Face Secrets brush. You guys already know. So for blush, I'm going to go into my Physicians Formula Butter collection, and I'm just going to tap into both of these blushes and go in like those. They're very soft and they're very crumbly, so I like to pick up quite a bit and then kind of go in. For highlight, I'm going to go back into that palette because both of these highlights are very pretty, and I'm just going to go in with a mixture of both. This is why I can't use palettes, because I use a mixture of everything. Alright you guys, so here is the final look. I am wearing the Kiss lashes in Russian volume. Oh my god, I've been wearing them for a couple days now. I love them so much. But that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what other looks that you guys want to create or I want to be inspired by. Let me know, and I'd be more than happy to recreate it for you guys. I hope you guys are all staying safe. I hope you guys are all wearing your face masks and keeping others safe as well. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in a video super soon. Mwah. Bye guys.